Good morning, YouTube. I am back. Going to shoot a quick video this morning for you guys, get it up on Monday morning. Got my little partner in crime here. We're headed to the bus stop. Can you say hi, Abigail?
Hi.
Can you wave? How old are you?
5.
She's 5. We're headed to the bus stop. The sun is terrible behind me. We're headed to the bus stop this morning. Drop her off, bus comes, come back, we'll make a quick video, guys. We're going to touch on lots of different things today. I've been gone, out of pocket for a while, finishing up some of the last tournaments of the year for Bassmaster Open. Came up short on some goals. Going to talk about that, talk about our last 2 stops that we had in the Bassmaster Central Open. Congratulations to Porosnik for winning AOY, incredible feat this year for the year-long deal. Cody Huff, lots of guys. We're going to talk about all that, where the points shook out, where they didn't shake out. And guys, y'all hold on. We're going to get right to it as soon as we get this one on the bus. See you guys. All right, everybody, welcome back to the Bass Cave. Got the kid dropped off. We're going to start off this video with just finishing up. We just got done with Grand Lake, which was the last event of the Bassmaster Open. I want to start with telling Nick LeBrun, congratulations for winning the event. He really made that topwater strong last 2 events of the year, and it obviously was a ticket. My boy John Suka wrecked him, brought in a good bag first day and the second day, and just couldn't hold on day 3. Congratulations, John. You've really got the mojo going. I need to come rub on your head a little bit. You guys, this fall, planning on doing some more YouTube. John's definitely going to be involved with some of that. So you guys that are really interested in the guys at Live Scope Masters, he is definitely one of them. So we're going to do some stuff with him, possibly even catch a couple of those double digits in Oklahoma like he does in the wintertime and get them on this channel. So looking forward to that. Other house cleaning items, congratulations to Jacob Porosnik, AOY, end of the year, huge deal. Such a huge feat to do that, traveling all across this country, 9 events with the Opens with 225 boat fields at almost every single stop that we made this year. Kudos to Chris Bowes for running smooth events. Each one had very few hiccups. The only thing I can think of is maybe a fog delay or 2, which he has no control over. Anytime we fish in the fall, the water temperatures are quite warm, the air temperature gets cold, and you end up with some fog delays, and they just suck. It's just part of it, but it's better than somebody being killed in a boat accident. Cody Huff making the AOY through the Centrals, making the Elite Series. Congratulations to all those guys that qualified. Joseph Webster. Webster was really set up big time with that Central Division. It was a really great schedule for him. He ended up with 2 in Alabama, both pretty close to his wheelhouse as far as where he lives. I think he's even got a house on Smith Lake. And come home to Grand Lake, or come back to Grand Lake and be able to fish here, I know was something that he had some experience on. But congratulations to Webster. All the guys that made it. It was a tough grind. I ended up coming up a little bit short in the Central Division. I think I finished 9th in the points. It really just boiled down to one day. I had 6 tournament days that I fished. I had 5 pretty good ones, and it wasn't Grand Lake. I missed the top 12. I finished 12th and missed the top 10 by half a pound or 3/4 pound or something. I had 4 fish the last day. But even if I win that event, I don't make it. It's definitely the second day at Smith Lake. And I'll probably release that video for you guys. I did film on Grand. I've given it a lot of thought. And there is just somewhere in this YouTube world, a couple of us got to draw the line. And Grand Lake is one of them that I just cannot bring myself to. I had the worst practice that I've ever had at Grand Lake, probably, especially in the fall. I've had some in March when it's just brutal tough there and you can't get a bite. But this one was over the top tough. I had a couple days of practice where I hardly had any bites at all. And I basically just jump fished spots that I made the most out of the stuff that I had the best I could. And, with landmarks and everything else that are out there, it's how I make a living. I've spent a lot of years on Grand Lake to be able to have some of those places, and they're only special because they don't get fished by everybody and their dog. And they're just little bitty places. And I just cannot bring myself to make a video of Grand Lake fishing tournament and release it. So barring we go there sometime when they put a cameraman in my boat, it ain't gonna happen. But talking about it and all that, I'll definitely do 110%. You guys know me, I share probably too much sometimes on here, but you guys are on here to learn, and I get it. Definitely go back and do some stuff. I need to go through my video. I haven't even looked at it in Alabama and Smith, and throw some of that stuff up, because day 2 in Alabama was really the wrench in my whole qualifying for the Elite Series. I started the event after day 1, flipping an LBJ on docks, and I had 12 keeper bites the first day. And by the time second day comes, we have a little fog delay. The sun comes out, and it is bright as it can be, which should have been perfect for what I was doing. I went from 12 keeper bites to 3 keeper bites, and I only put one of those fish in the boat that day. I had 2 of them break me off inside of boat stalls. Talk about some of the things that I could have done different there, but really when it boiled down to it, I went from 15th place after day 1 to 51st place. That drop was what kept me out of the elites, no doubt. If I finish 15th, if I finish 20th in that event, I make it. I mean, and to finish 20th, it's like 4.5 pounds or something. So it's just a couple of keepers, maybe 3 on Smith if you catch small ones, but weighing in only 1 bass that day ended up costing me my goal for the year, which is something else that I want to talk about in this video. It's been hard on me this year. Made some mistakes right out of the gate in Florida. Chose to go to Griffin when I should not have gone to Griffin. I should have gone to Apopka. Made some bad decisions there, and the whole season has just kind of morphed into that. And even though I was going to be close, I wasn't going to make it. And I mathematically did the math after we had fished quite a few events, and we only had 1 event left in the northern and 1 event left in the southern, and I decided to go all in on the centrals because mathematically I felt like I couldn't make it. And I was right. I went back and looked at the math now that all the tournaments are done, and if I'd have finished 30th or even 25th in the 2 events that I decided not to go to, I still would not have made it. Would I have finished in the top 10 in the points? Yes, but I would not have been in those top 3 spots, and those are the first 3 spots that they take. So to go all in on the centrals was definitely the right decision mathematically for me to make. I had a 25th or 26th at Pickwick with 2 left and 1 being at Grand, so it was the right choice, and I almost made it happen, but I didn't. Success and failure for the whole year. And this is the hardest part, man. I mean, this is what I'm having a hard time with. You're basing your entire year of work, basically, on whether you're successful or you're a failure on 3 spots out of 225 guys. And it is such an unrealistic goal. And I knew this going in. I mean, I knew this 2 years ago whenever I started down this path of the opens and trying to requalify for the Elite Series. It is an uphill battle. And just like I said, there's 6 days of fishing in each division, and 1 bad day costs you. I mean, it has to be, an average of a 19th, 20th place finish to be able to qualify, if not higher, depending on which division you're in. The Northerns mathematically are a little bit easier. The point total is not quite as high as it is in the Southerns and the Centrals. I think that is primarily basically just because there's not as many anglers up there, more than anything. That and the fisheries are just so, widely different, whether it be the St. Lawrence to Oneida to a tidal river system. There's a lot of variance in those, and there's just not as many anglers that are as experienced on all of those different bodies of water in the north, whereas when you come to the south or the central, they're usually impoundments with an occasional river, and they somewhat fish the same. You're generally always fishing for largemouth with occasional shake-ups of smallmouth lakes. But anyway, the points are generally a little bit easier in the north, but that doesn't make it easier for me personally. It just doesn't fit my style. There is no doubt smallmouth is my weak spot, has been since the day we started this gig, and it shows whenever I go up there. If I can get largemouth like at Lake Oneida to play, then I can play, but generally speaking, it's a pretty tough go because those guys are generally catching smallmouth at Oneida now, or if not, they're at least finishing out their bags with smallmouth limits. So we're going to get to see Oneida again next year. Also this fall, we're going to talk some more video making about, the process of what I go through in the wintertime, the off season. I've got a big off season this year. As you can see behind me, I've got this table that used to be clean earlier in the spring when I was shooting videos is now just a clutter of a year's long worth of taking stuff in and out of the boat, repacking the boat, fishing tackle that's got line tied to it. And, you know, it's the same mess as you guys got. I got tackle just in cardboard boxes, just empty baits that have been cut off and put into stuff. So going to go back through all that, reorganize, and then talk about the different processes that I can go through to have a better year next year than what I had this year. Like I say, success or failure is based on 3 spots, and that part kind of sucks. Came really close in the Centrals. Missed it by 20 something points or something, but it wasn't much. And we'll tighten up. Another issue with next year is the Central schedule is not as good for me. I think overall the Open schedule is better. Looking at the entire season, I like the Southern schedule better than it was this year. We start the year off in Florida, and then we go to Cherokee. I like Cherokee a lot. It's a pretty good schedule. I like the Southerns. I like the Northern schedule as well. We're going back to Oneida. I've been there enough that I'm kind of starting to get my head around some things there, and possibly can figure out some of that smallmouth deal to go with some largemouth, because I won't ever give up on them there. The Chesapeake Bay, I believe we're going out of the lower end, which I've never been to. And then back to the James River. This year was the first time at the James. It's definitely a place that suits me. Just did not have a good event there, so looking forward to that one next year and put some processes into that. But anyway, that's what we're going to go over this fall. Also going to shoot some stuff with Sukup, like I said, and some other guys. I'll shoot some stuff here in Oklahoma. We may even do some crappie fishing. I don't know, but we'll cover quite a bit of stuff. But I wanted to get back because it's been a while since I have been gone, and holler at you guys and shoot some video and basically just talk about the end of the year. I'm going to be on Bass Talk Live on Wednesday. So this is Monday. I'm going to post this video today, get it up. Be on Bass Talk Live with Jeffries and Pangerack on Wednesday. We'll talk primarily just about the year and how all it's gone, the whole year, the end of the year, and our feelings on it. We'll talk about that success and failure rate. That's got to be the lowest success rate of any career path in history of mankind. I don't know. Been a lot of videos put out here lately. Guys over at the Pro Bass Tour have made quite a few videos. I've seen some of theirs. Some guys I didn't even know had YouTube channels that just started up. We've got some really good videos out there on what they're paying, their expenses, and what it costs. And they're having a hard time there. Dude, the Opens are going to be even mathematically worse. We may go over some of that as well. And guys, that's it. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back.
Mm-hmm.